right, Taylor, thank you. Your time now is 7:48, and we're going to continue our coverage of America's 250th in your hometown.
In Southeast D.C. this morning, headed to the Anacostia Community Museum with how they are celebrating this anniversary. And that's where Annie Mae is this morning. Good morning.
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about it. July 4th is fast approaching, and we are celebrating America 250 right here at the Anacostia Community Museum, which is actually a Smithsonian museum. Caitlin's joining me today. We're talking a little bit about how obviously we think of Smithsonian, right? And we think of all the big Smithsonians, but this is actually in that family as well. So tell us about the uniqueness that you guys have here in Anacostia.
Yeah, absolutely. The Smithsonian's Anacostia Community Museum was founded in 1967. We've always resided here in the Anacostia community. The stories we tell are local in nature, so they cover the communities across the DC region, and they're stories really of this community, but could be seen nationally, really. If you look at any of the topics we discuss, they have relevancy across our nation, which is so important as we approach the 250th anniversary. The stories we tell really are about everyday people making change and impact in their communities.
Yeah, and some of the stories we're telling right here in this very room, actually a new exhibition you have. Tell us about the place that we're in right now.
Absolutely. So We Make History just opened late last month, and it explores how history is made, preserved, and shared across 5 topics. We look at everything from sports to arts to music to photography. We also look at the role of primary sources in documentation, thinking diaries, newspapers, journal keeping, in preserving and documenting change. So when visitors come, they are able to look at local history through that lens of making change. And so we talk about Frederick Douglass and the work to preserve Cedar Hill. We talk about Ethel Payne, the First Lady of the Black Press. And we also talk about Chuck Brown and Go-Go, which is the 50th anniversary of Go-Go this year.
Woohoo!
Yes, so we have Chuck Brown's guitar on view here.
Oh, is that what this is?
That's what this is, and as well as his case. And so we look at the role of music, street naming, place keeping, and its work in historic preservation.
Yeah, we're also talking about, of course, the upcoming holiday of Juneteenth. What are you guys doing to celebrate that here?
Absolutely. So the Anacostia Community Museum has celebrated Juneteenth since 1989. This year is our largest ever event. We will be here on June 19th, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have fantastic performances from the Chuck Brown Band, Black Alley Band. Our headliner, local rapper IDK, will also be performing. We have family activities. We have a pickling workshop. And what I'm most excited for is actually roller skating. We're putting a roller rink outside in our parking lot, and we'll have a late skate from 7 to 10. Completely free, completely open to the public. We suggest folks go to our website to learn more information, which is anacostia.si.edu.
Perfect. And obviously we were talking a little bit earlier about, you know, how grand I would say America 250 is going to be this year as we celebrate across America. But why do you think it's so important to highlight those stories locally on the international scale?
Absolutely. Local community stories are the building block of our nation's history, and we are so privileged and so thrilled to tell those local DC stories here at the Anacostia Community Museum. We also are approaching our 60th in 2027, so we're excited to dabble a little bit into our role as the first community museum in the country to tell those stories.
Well, there you go, 60 and 250 celebrated all
Lots of anniversaries.
Well, thank you so much, Caitlin, for joining us today here at the Anacostia Community Museum. For the next 2 hours or so, we're going to be learning a little bit more about the museum, of course, celebrating 250 years of America. We'll see you after a quick break.